for that by the judge.
The ultra... You mean just in Australia or in Israel, but...
Ball, loose ball falls to header. Rodri's 1-2 with Fernandinho. De Bruyne, lovely first touch, and already he was on the turn and looking for where the pass was going to go. Now he's trying to win it back off João Moutinho. Podence with a layoff here has given the ball away. Nuno's really annoyed about that, kicks the air in frustration. Fernandinho, loose pass from him gives it away. Neves towards Jimenez, poor touch from him.
You've got to hold that in as a centre forward, really important. You play one touch, make sure it goes to a teammate. Sloppy there. Nuno unhappy. I think it was at Podence, playing one touch just moments before that.
Wide to Mendy for Manchester City. Across to Fernandinho, comes jogging forward from the halfway line in a central position. Foden lays it off to De Bruyne, slides it through to Sterling. Chased by Traore and Bolly. Bolly will go sliding beyond him. Sterling back to Foden. Quick turn from him. Good tackle, really good tackle from Saiss, who saves the day for Wolves as Foden was about to pull the trigger.
What about the sharpness of the turn from Sterling? He shapes across the ball in left-footed. And Willy Bolly, was sent for a pie and chips there. Nearly went into the advertising boards at the back of the goal there.
Yeah, just flying past him. Sterling stopped dead in his tracks. Foden, was looking for Sterling. Sterling wasn't expecting it. He thought the pass was going wide to Mendy, and it's ended up in the arms of the Wolves keeper Rui Patricio, who's bowled it out overarm towards Traore, who has to sprint to keep that in. Fernandinho tries to close him down. I thought Traore slipped?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he got clipped. Interesting, because reading today is that Nelson Semedo may come in to this Wolves team this week, and Traore's done a really good job, hasn't he, as a right wing back, especially in this second half, giving them some real impetus going forward. But they could, maybe utilise him further up the pitch, play him as a centre forward or a winger higher up.
Yeah. Yes, Semedo could be coming from Barcelona. Also links in a little to the Aarons story. Max Aarons.
One beautiful city, Norwich to another.
How many cathedrals has Barcelona got?
Well, that's right, but two
in Norwich.
Two fine cities,
yeah. Not quite the Sagrada Familia, though, is it? I mean, I know it's lovely.
But you'd have to question why you'd want to leave a city as beautiful as Norwich for
Barcelona.
Oh, absolutely.
Would you? Mendy on the ball for Manchester City.
Yeah, Barcelona has it got a castle, Barcelona?
De Bruyne, low ball looking for Foden. Neither manager's made a change yet to personnel in this second half. We've got 20 minutes to play. Foden to Jesus, offside flag stays down, great chance, whips it in, then the flag goes up. Because this season they're delayed and going up later.
You know what, that's a really strange one though, isn't it? From the assistant on the far side, because he was well offside, wasn't he? As the ball's played through it, and you sort of knew that no one else was going to kick the ball. So,
but what if you just second guess yourself? What if you've not spotted someone?
Yeah, but he was so far off.
You put your flag up, he stops play.
He was so far off.
I know, Chris, but it's what they've been told to do, and that is what they're going to do. Traore has been excellent in this second half. Dances around Fernandinho. High floated ball to the left-hand side, finds Vinagre. Could be a really interesting game this if Wolves can get one goal back. Vinagre is tackled by Walker down on that Manchester City byline. Walker gets the ball back from Rodri. Low skidding pass into the midfield. Jesus lays it off to De Bruyne. Sterling's just behind him. Sterling drags it away from Neves. Plays it back to Mendy, to Sterling, infield to Rodri, back to Sterling on the left. Neto comes chasing, and Manchester City, obviously do this all day, every day in training.
So slick, aren't they?
Yeah.
In possession. And this is when Wolves, they have to look for leadership. They need the alpha wolf, Conor Cody, Nally, to really roust the troops up.
I wonder wonder whether we'll get to see Fabio Silva, actually, the club record signing, whether he'll get a little run at Manchester City. Oh yeah, I think he will, actually, because the substitutes have just been called in. And I think he is one who is going to come on. Dendoncker as well, possibly. Ederson, calm as you like, as always. Plays the ball out from the edge of his 6-yard box. Stones up the right-hand side to Walker. Fernandinho on to Foden. Foden flicks it forward to Jesus, who goes tumbling. Says he's hurt. Andre Mariner says no free kick. Wolves continue to play. Jesus picks himself up. Traore's on the ball for Wolves on the right. Podence and Jimenez in the middle. Couple of step overs. Gets that cross in. Neto leapt for it. He's beaten in the air.
He's got to stop the cross, Mendy. That's his job as a defender for Manchester City. Traore too easy. Little shift half a yard, puts the cross in. It's headed clear. It's okay going forward and overlapping, getting to the byline and doing that job, but he's in the team to defend. He hasn't been good enough tonight, Mendy.
Good defending from John Stones while Chris was talking there, but crashing into Jimenez. Won a 50-50, but City have given the ball away, and Bolly has it. Bolly plays it back into his own half, and Connor Cody's pretty much a man alone. Chased by Foden. Good pass from him. Finds Neto. Neto controls it. Now he's sprinting away from Rodri, who's tugging it back here. Is he going to get the free kick for that? He's not, you see. Play continued. He's hit the shot. It's been blocked.
He doesn't complain.
Well,
Neto.
Should have been a free kick, I think. Cleared long. Foden beaten in the air by Cody. Jesus chests it down just inside the Manchester City half. Wolves running out of time here if they're going to get back into this game. Jesus brings it forward, head up, looks to his right and finds Foden. De Bruyne is lurking deep, about 35 yards from goal. City have slowed it down. Fabio Silva and Dendoncker stripped off and ready to go. So we will get to see the 18-year-old Fabio Silva, who's cost £35 million from Porto. Youngest player ever to play for them and score for them. Long, floppy, curly hair, shirt untucked, number 17 on his back.
Yes, 17 years, 22 days. Ali.
What, the scoring record for him?
Well, I think that was his debut.
Oh, okay. The appearance record for Porto, you're saying?
Yeah, for the youngest, yeah, just in case you're unsure.
No, I wasn't. 15 minutes to play. BBC Radio 5 Live. Chris Sutton with the stats. Statman Chris.
Yeah, the club's youngest player to play in European competition as well.
Yeah, knew that. But thank you for telling the listeners.
Say it.
Walker. Back to Rodri. Cross to Ake. Ake with the ball on his left foot. Just rolls it to Fernandinho. City just trying to pull Wolves across the field here. Foden lays it back to Stones. On air until 10:30 on 5 Live tonight. So reaction to this game. Also Villa's win over Sheffield United. John Egan sent off early on. John Lundstrom's penalty saved by Emi Martinez, and Ezri Konsa with the winner. And all of that in your 5 Live Football Daily podcast as well tomorrow on the BBC Sounds app, as De Bruyne cushions the ball on the right instep, looks for the run of Jesus, shoulder to shoulder with Saiss. He's just bumped off it, and it runs through to Rui Patricio.
Yeah, do you know, I've been impressed with Jesus tonight. Hasn't always come off for him, but he's been a good focal point, good link man for Manchester City. Knitted things together, always shown up, worked hard for the team. Podence plays it back to Neves in central midfield, across to Traore. Crosses the halfway line, thought about taking Sterling on and decides against it. Manchester City yet to make a change, and Pep Guardiola's just gone to sit down for a second or two, but again he spotted something he doesn't quite like, so he's up on his feet and he's come to make the point. The ball's not gone out of play for a while, so Wolves still waiting to make the double change. Patricio clears with his left foot down the middle of the field. Ake did well to win the header. It's fired up towards Jimenez. Good control, just moves away from Stones and Rodri. Plays the ball back to Neves in central midfield. Sees Traore in space on the right. He chests it down. Can Mendy stop the cross? Goes for the byline. Last touch came off. Mendy, corner.
Yeah, and I think the first time in this second half he's done it. Traore, little shift, pushes the ball to the byline, and Mendy gets across. But Martin O'Neill, always big on that, used to
tear into the full-backs.
Yeah.
They didn't stop the cross. That's their job. Here come the substitutions.
Yeah, double substitution for Wolves. Just mentioning the surname Mendy. It looks like Edouard Mendy. Chris is on his way to Chelsea, Senegalese goalkeeper. So Moutinho is coming off and Neto is coming off. Dendoncker and Fabio Silva is on. The 18-year-old club record signing comes sprinting on to the field. Can he get Wolves a goal back to give us a lively last 15 minutes here at Molineux? Premier League debut for Fabio Silva. Corner comes in from Podence. Good leap by Fernandinho at the near post to head it away for Manchester City. Flick ball from Traore down the right to Podence. Oh, nutmeg on Kevin De Bruyne. Corner of the box, kills it in. Jimenez with the header, that is it. Brilliant header from Raúl Jimenez, and beautifully created as well by Daniel Podence. Nutmeg Kevin De Bruyne, left him for dead, but then was able to pick the cross. Powerful header. Wolves are back in the game. Wolves 1, Manchester City 2.
Yeah, and hope for Wolves. Delightful from Daniel Podence out on this right-hand side. Nutmegs De Bruyne, who's come to face him up, and then clips a lovely ball in, and this is a towering header from Jimenez. 10 yards out, level with the near post, powers the ball past Ederson. Superb connection from Jimenez, terrific ball, and Wolves, they've missed chances in this second half, but now a little bit of hope.
Here we go then, 12 minutes plus added time to play. Wolves have the goal back. Manchester City lead 2-1. Sterling onto the ball, 1-2 with De Bruyne. City stung by that. Sterling's been fouled twice in the last 10 seconds there, won the 2 free kicks. De Bruyne is over the ball, thinking about going quickly. So no clean sheet for Manchester City. And considering the number of chances they've had, if they do lose this game 2-1, Wolves, they'll be kicking themselves because they've had enough chances to easily level this up.
Yeah, but the one Jimenez missed, the left-footed one crossing from Traore, that must have been on his mind, but that was a stunning header.
De Bruyne with his right foot, long way out, tries to catch Patricio off guard.
Yeah,
Patricio
that was
saw
the
him come
old,
in.
who was that? Gary McAllister, I think, against Everton for Liverpool. That sort of position. Can you remember that one?
Yeah, I do, Chris. The one I was thinking of was Joe Bryan in the playoff final for Fulham.
Was that a right-footed one, though?
Well, it was, but it's the same thing, isn't it? A free kick where the keeper's crept too far because he thinks the cross is coming. Doesn't matter whether it's left or right foot.
Well, of course it does.
No, it doesn't. Let's not be pedantic about things. But I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, Gary McAllister right-footed.
Correct, yes.
You're talking about a left-footed one.
But I'm talking about a more recent one that our listeners might remember.
Oh, wow.
Walker.
I don't think Gary McAllister's that old.
Walker and Foden exchange passes. Podence is down holding his...
I think you would have upset a few Liverpool fans there, Bruce.
Podence, I'm just going to concentrate on what's going on here for the moment. We'll come back to that. Podence is down holding his face because he tried to take the ball off Kyle Walker. Walker's knocked him to the floor and it looks like he's caught him. No free kick was given. Podence is holding his jaw. Wolves 1, Manchester City 2. 10 minutes to play, and Ferran Torres, Chris, is about to come on for a Manchester City debut, so we're going to get to see 10 minutes or so of him as well, which will be good.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the Walker Podence incident, if you want to call that. Again, Walker is marauding as he often does down that right hand side. Podence is running alongside him, working hard for his team to win it back, and Walker just uses his left arm. He's a bigger guy than Podence and eases him out, catches him at the top of the chest, and Podence has gone down like he's been.
What's Sterling complaining about there? Sterling's been taken off for Torres. Pep Guardiola's offered him the high five, and Sterling has taken it, but he said something to Guardiola there, and he stomped off in a bit of a huff, and Guardiola has looked sort of rather surprised and I think a little bit dismayed at that, and he's chucked the water bottle on the floor. Sterling wasn't happy there, Chris.
Well, I mean, in fairness to Raheem Sterling, are you surprised?
Yeah, but players get taken off.
Yeah,
it's early in the season.
Yeah, and is that not a good sign for, hungry player to get taken off.
Yeah, he didn't ignore one. No, you're right.
I don't think that's a big deal. I think that's a reaction a lot of managers like to see. He wants to stay on, wants to win the game, see the game through. It's not prep school rugby here, Bruce. You know,
that's the age-old line.
Well, come on, that's not, cucumber sandwiches.
Chris, prep school rugby was not about cucumber sandwiches. That was a school of tough knocks and hard surprises. I'll tell you.
This is the Premier League.
I know what it is, Chris. 8 minutes to go in the game. Wolves 1, Manchester City 2. Raheem Sterling fuming somewhat. Ferran Torres, where is he now? Let's have a look. Taken up station on the left-hand side, having replaced Sterling. Immediately runs towards Ake and then away from him and looking for a pass down the left. Does the same thing. Ake tries to get him away. Torres almost got to that. Cody read it, comes across and clears it. So Torres, signed from Valencia this summer. Here's the other youngster, Fabio Silva for Wolves, chasing a long ball through. Ederson hoists this, slices it miles up in the air, bounces just outside the Manchester City penalty area. Jimenez goes down, wants a free kick, won't get it through.
He didn't get the perfect connection. I think that's an obvious thing to say, because the ball was walloped up from Ederson, but it wasn't a good ball back from John Stones, and I think Ederson did the right thing. Didn't take any chances, just put his foot through it.
Are Wolves going to get one more chance in this game to try and take a point?
It's so important the City see this through now, make a statement, come to Molineux, first game of the season, show what they're about, show a bit of character. Good quality football in the first half. Now it's about digging in, seeing it through.
Vinagre attacking down the left-hand side for Wolves. Walker sticks with him, obviously got the pace and the strength here to hold him off. And he goes behind for the Manchester City goal kicks. So 7 minutes plus added time to go. Wolves 1, Manchester City 2. And teams so far that have started with perfect records, 2 wins out of 2, Leicester, Everton, Arsenal, Liverpool and Crystal Palace. This Manchester City's first game of the season. Dominant first half, scored 2, could have been more. De Bruyne missed a great chance when Patricio made the save. Might just have to deal with some late pressure here.
We spoke at the time about that save and maybe the importance of it, because at 3-0 that would have been game absolutely over.
Vinagre lets the ball run out of play for a Wolves throw in the left back position. Last season in this game, Wolves won it 3-2, having been 2-0 down, and their winner came from Matt Doherty, who obviously doesn't play for the club anymore, but it came in the 89th minute of the game. So Manchester City have been warned about what Wolves can do. They've got the ball, City. Ederson, well out of his penalty area, in dazzling pink this evening, floats it to the right to Walker. On to Foden. Foden fires it back to Stones. Stones back to Ederson. Young Fabio Silva comes charging in to put him under pressure. Ederson pings along one downfield, and Vinagre heads it out for a throw into Manchester City on the right. Leyton Orient Tottenham is the plan for our first commentary tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the League Cup, and then Luton against Manchester United on 5 Live kicks off at 8:15. Some great ties in the League Cup this week. West Ham Hull, 7:30 kick-off will be in full-on 5 Live Sports Extra. Wednesday night, full commentary on Morecambe Newcastle. Thursday night, it's Lincoln Liverpool. Now then, Wolves with a chance to run at City. Jimenez being tugged back by Rodri, knew what he was doing. Cynical foul, yellow card.
And the yellow card was for kicking the ball away. This is a chance for Wolves. Bolly going forward, Seiss forward as well. I think they can cause Manchester City problems from set pieces, but they need to work an angle here, really. Taking the free kick from the central area.
Curled in by Neves. Bolly's header high, but off target behind for the goal kick.
I'm surprised at that. It's such a difficult ball. The ball virtually on the centre circle inside the Manchester City half, directly in line with the Manchester City goal. It's a straight ball. It's a miracle header for Willy Bolly to head that one in. Better serve to work an angle out wide and Clifford ball in.
Well, City going to go long from the goal kick. Everyone's been sent up to the halfway line. And Ederson, as Chris was saying in this second half, he doesn't club it downfield, he just sweetly times it and it sails 80 yards. Wolves have it with Traore, just trying to overdo it in his own half there. Clever pass from Jesus, finds De Bruyne. Bolly knocks him off the ball fairly though, just used his strength. Oh, Neves. Ball hit the referee there. De Bruyne's down hurt. Neves' ball was trying to release Jimenez down the right. Had it not hit the ref, that could have been a great ball. But you're right, Chris, this is a worry. De Bruyne looks in some pain, actually. That would be dreadful news for Manchester City. Just have a look at it for us, Chris, the challenge from Bolly.
Yeah, he's shifted the ball away from Willy Bolly. Willy Bolly gets his body across him. Strong guy, Willy Bolly, and it's more to do with the fall from De Bruyne, but he's back on his feet now, hobbling.
Slightly awkward fall on his ankle, but I think he's going to be okay. Cody floats it out to the right. Traore chests it down. A couple of minutes to go here at the 90. Traore foul, free kick for Wolves. This could be danger for Manchester City. They lead 2-1.
It's really clever there. Traore, ball clipped out. He's on the touchline, takes the ball on his chest, and Mendy really tight to him, hooks it over his head and Mendy's head, and Mendy commits the foul. Now another chance for Wolves.
Referee Andre Mariner was telling Ruben Neves that he needed to take the free kick wider out, and Neves rather sarcastically put it the other side of the touchline. He said, well, I can't go any further here. He's now put it a yard in. Neves with his right foot. Oh, that's a good ball in. Good header as well. Fernandinho nods it behind. That's a corner for Wolves.
Yeah, terrific defending, Fernandinho. Manchester City, they really need to see this game out. Show a bit of steel, a bit of character.
It'll be a big win for them if they can get it. First game of this Premier League season. Trying to win that Premier League title back that they took in 2018 and 2019. Trying to dethrone Liverpool this season. Corner comes in from the left, drops inside the Manchester City box. Kyle Walker deals with it, runs away from Fabio Silva. Wolves players trailing in his wake, turns, plays it back to Mendy, who crashes it forward high in the air. De Bruyne's chasing this. Ferran Torres, who's yet to have a touch for Manchester City, I think, on this his debut, having come on as a sub, and De Bruyne has knocked it off Vinagre and out for a throw-in to Manchester City. And it's in the arms of Torres, so we're not going to see too much of him this evening. I guess ostensibly has been brought in to replace Leroy Sané, who obviously didn't...
Yeah, and he will have to make his mark this season. I think many people would view Sané as a huge loss. Started the Bundesliga on fire, hasn't he?
Yeah, Bayern 8-0 winners against Schalke. Here's Fernandinho. Oh, lovely ball. De Bruyne on the right. Foden was waiting for a first-time ball. De Bruyne's decided to take it over to the corner flag and try and kill the game here. 4 minutes of added time. That's what's left in the game here on 5 Live Sport. On air until 10:30 tonight with Mark Chapman, reacting to Villa 1, Sheffield United 0 in the 6 o'clock kickoff. And at the moment, Wolves 1, Manchester City 2. And Manchester City now just trying to slow things down. They'll take the corner short. De Bruyne taps it to Jesus. Jesus trying to keep it by that corner flag. Wolves players there trying to muscle him off the ball. Whole clutch of bodies around it, and it's eventually gone out for a Wolves throw in the left back position.
It's great to see Manchester City trying to hold the ball in the corner like that. We associate Manchester City with being great technicians, and in any situation they can play the way out of it. They know the importance of the 3 points.
Yeah, it's going to be a big win for Manchester City tonight. We said it right at the top of the show. Really awkward opening assignment for them, this one. First game with Wolves already having played a couple of games. Sheffield United in the Premier League last weekend. The defeat here against Stoke in the League Cup with a changed team.
Well, there are only 4 changes.
Yeah. Well, that's changed, isn't it? Because it's not the same.
But it's not like 11. It's not like 11 changes. No, it's not like Bournemouth in the FA Cup.
I didn't say much change. I said changed, didn't I? Traore with the throw-in from
very pernickety
for right back. Well, I think you drive me to it. Silva. Stones heads it away. Neves nods it down.
They want one more half chance.
Yeah, they've got a couple of minutes here to try and find something. Neves, such a good passer of the ball, trying to get that out wide right to Traore. City know where the danger is though. Mendy's headed away, Jesus on the ball, and here's Ferran Torres, who's going to try and use his pace to get away from Dendoncker. Traore comes back to help, gets a foot in and wins it, but Torres has done the job.
Yep.
Wants a throw in for Manchester City.
That's what they need to carry the ball up the pitch. No rush. Manchester City well inside the Wolves half.
Yeah.
And Mendy just trotting up to take the throw in.
Slow motion from Mendy, and then pretends he needs to get a really important message across to someone right on the other side of the field. So takes a little diversion to do that. Throws it in towards Jesus. Jesus trying to turn away from Cody. Neves again looking for that quick ball up the right. Ake and Silva. Fabio Silva, that is, for Wolves in a 50-50. Mendy heads it forwards, Bolly chests it down, slightly slices his clearance, just over a minute to play. Fernandinho comes flying in with a sort of kung fu style clearance out for a throw, very nearly caught Guardiola in the chest with that one, which would have knocked him flying. Throw in for Wolves, minute to go. They've got to try and create something from this risky throw from Traore. Couldn't find Neves. Foden's trying to win it. Wolves have got it back. Saïss runs into trouble. No free kick. City could kill it here. De Bruyne on to Jesus. City pouring forward. Jesus will shoot low and hard, and Patricio tips it behind for a corner.
Yeah, and Saïss in pain on the halfway line. He thought he was fouled. And City break out. He had the option, Jesus, of just popping the ball out to De Bruyne, who was wider on the right-hand side. Wanted a goal himself, goes for power, 25 yards out, and it's a smart save down to his right-hand side from Patricio, but no rush from City here. It's a good save, Patricio, just seeing it back.
Yeah.
Big right hand.
City have got the ball where they want it, deep down in Wolves territory, short corner, 30 seconds to play, closing in on the 3 points.
I think there would be a few Liverpool fans seeing this as City's first game, thinking, yeah, you know what, they could well slip up here. Been very good, City.
Here's De Bruyne, who's been particularly good. Jesus, tight angle, drives the shot, it's in! Deflected off Conor Cody, Patricio couldn't see it, and City take all 3 points with a goal in the dying seconds of the game to seal the win. Gabriel Jesus has his first of the season. It's Wolves 1, Manchester City 3.
Do you know what? I really think he's deserved that goal for his work rate, hustle and bustle. He's been a menace all evening for the Wolves backline, and he gets a little bit lucky here. It's a throw-in. Takes the ball initially, and then De Bruyne wins a challenge against Bolly. And he hits the ball. I think it takes a deflection off Conor Cody, right-footed. Jesus from quite wide on the left-hand side of the box, comes off Conor Cody. Patricio wrong-footed, beats him at his near post, but he's been a thorn in the Wolves back line all evening. Pep celebrates, that's it, game over. City have come here and they've done a job.
Yeah, tough test for them tonight, and they've come through it with flying colours. Dominated the first half. Wolves really put them under pressure in the second half, missed a few chances before Jimenez scored with the header, but Jesus has sealed it. We've got time to kick off. That is the end of the game, and Manchester City starts this Premier League season with an excellent win at Molineux against Wolves, the team that did the double over them last season. They've won it by 3-1. That was a really good game of football, Chris.
Really enjoyed it. Very, very impressed with Manchester City. Slick, sharp in the first half. De Bruyne and Sterling absolutely outstanding. Second half, different side of City. Yes, Wolves missed a couple of chances, but they showed